skill trait.
Hello.
What's up, Ramos? How you doing, man?
Same old, same old.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah. Need to mute you.
Fair.
Yeah, the echo is annoying.
Like I said, fair.
But too bad I can listen to the music.
Yeah. I mean, I have it in the description, so at the very least, it's there. You could listen to it at the same time as I am, just because it's in the description. Alright, let's actually officially get started. Hello everyone, welcome to the gaming den. As you can tell, I have something in my hand. Something very important to me, actually. I just realized my glasses are still on. That's a bad idea to have, because they're distance glasses. Anyways. I am actually really excited to get started on this project. I've been waiting to do this, mostly because it comes with Gravelords, and Gravelords are one of my favorite units, and they actually became really freaking good this newest book. So, yeah.
What is it?
The Gravelords. If you could see him.
Yeah, I can see them.
Well, I did a close up. But yeah, that is the Gravelords are the main thing I'm going for in this project. Let me also get my phone out. So I just realized I do not have my YouTube's up. Keep an eye on the stream just in case shit hits the fan for some reason or another. Oh, I also didn't put it on the freaking... I have a few things to do then. So I actually, right quick, need to do something. Hey, go to Facebook, because I forgot to post in my other groups. Bird. I don't know where this belongs. Okay. That wasn't YouTube. That was Facebook. There we go. Oh, no worries. Legend just messaged me, so I actually had to respond right quick to him. I told him if he wanted to join me, he can in Discord. Not expecting him to, of course, because it's late as fuck for him. But yeah, alright, let's get actually started now. Also, for those that didn't see, because I posted it in the Discord, most of my stuff I post is in the Discord, I actually did finish my Dire Wolves last night. I'm not motivated to do anything specific, like even playing my games. I was like, fuck it. Alright, that being said, let's get started. So, I have opened starting collection boxes, obviously. I have quite a few. I've opened, at minimum, at the least, kind of Pestilence one for Skaven, and I want to say 1 or 2 Skeleton Horde ones. I'm going to say 1 Skeleton Horde one, because I don't think I had... Yeah, only 1. And a I've technically opened my Flesh Eater Court one, but I've never actually got started on it. I need to do that. Because if I that's another army I could technically do with the SoulBlight Gravelord now, is I could do a Terrorgeist army. It wouldn't be good. It'd be funny, but it wouldn't be good. Mostly just because of, like, the game is objective based, and unfortunately monsters are not very good at objective based games. Well, objective based stuff, I should say. Let me over there, and let me get you out of the way because you're in the way. All right, quite a bit of book, but a lot of it is actually just. It's actually only like 4 pages, which isn't bad. The rest of it's all this. It's in different languages. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of Graveguard, but it'll be worth. Okay, so its suggestion, or at least on the first page, it's saying do the White King on the Skeletal Steed first. I normally would. I would definitely do that first. But I'm actually more worried about getting the Graveguard done. Because that is actually something I really need to have a relatively large size group for. Because, like I said, they became good with this most recent book. So I'm going to be working on Graveguard first. Going a little out of order. But there's nothing wrong with a little chaos every now and then.
Daring, aren't we?
What was that?
Daring, aren't we?
Hey man, gotta be daring sometimes. Fate wasn't decided by the weak and whatever. Decided by the strong and the bold. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna go. Alright. Just throwing things now. That's all. I kind of like how they did this. This is actually really nice. This feels much more organized than the freaking direwolves. Actually, I can't say that because that's not fair. Because these are technically old models. Technically. They've been around for a while. And these are no different than the ones from their actual box. But that's completely fine. I am completely fine with that. The ones in the box were completely fine. They worked. I do not disagree with their choice. Alright. Ah! Hit my mic. I'm curious why I didn't just do this with I'm gonna just break these in half. There really is a break in the middle, and there's no issue with doing so. Okay. Another one. Also, have to say, standard bearers became so much more important with Graveguard. Or just in general, I should say. Okay, so these are the Black Knights right here. Wait, can I make Hex Race with these, or is it just Black Knights? I think it's just Black Knights. Yeah, it doesn't look like they add the Hex Race variants. Unfortunate, but I'm okay with getting more Black Knights. I like Black Knights. Black Knights are cool. People say they suck, which is unfortunately slightly true. I've read over the rules a little bit. What's going on, Sammy? How are you doing, man?
Hey, Sammy.
But at the same time, I'm okay because I definitely find building some Black Knights, like I said. All right. Lo and behold, this is all Graveguard right here. That's a lot of pieces. But yeah, either way. We're gonna get through you. The best thing is like technically if I wanted to, I could just clip out all the body pieces right now. Because it doesn't do because no matter which one it is, the bodies and the bodies and the legs are not anything different. So I could literally clip out the bodies and legs right now and worry about arms and stuff like that later. I might actually do that. Maybe. We'll see. Let's just see which one has all the bodies on it first. That one does. Wait, do they? Wait, what? Some of them have legs, some have bodies. So let's separate them by body and leg. This legs. This body. This is neither. Body. Legs. Body. Neither. Yeah, neither. Neither for that one as well. Legs. Neither. And then finally some more legs. Just stop at my for a little bit. I have to go to bed soon. Fair enough. Alright, so these are all bodies. Four of them are meant for bodies. Plus a few other things, obviously. But and then the other four are meant for legs. So what I think I'm going to do is because the legs is all one piece and I don't have to put it together anything from that, I'm just going to cut the legs out first. Cut the legs out from underneath them. Because they're literally all the exact same pose. Yeah, they're all the exact same pose. So it doesn't matter how I go about these. I just have them.
If she's only protected from
Shut up, ads.
Her coverage is coming up short.
What's going on, Emerald? How you doing, man?
Hey.
I also did say, I will say, I actually did change the title a little of the stream from what it was the last two times. Because I'm like, We've done third edition talk now. I'm honestly just more like, I don't mind talking about third edition more, a little bit, but I don't know enough for me to actually say too much more on the topic. I've seen a few things change. I have seen, like, all-out defense and all-out offense change for, honestly, I think the better. I'm quite happy for it. And it was like we suspected because of the White King. The White King makes it to where you. So with the way currently the command ability works, offense works, is you reroll hits of 1. So the White King, what it does is the exact same thing, but it only does it for, like, I think death rattle units. And I think you have to be wholly within 12 or something like that for it. So it's a little more restrictive. And it's like, oh, that's useless though. That's useless though because we have all-out offense right now. And it does the exact same thing for a command point. Except for you only have to be, like, within 1. Or within 12 instead of wholly within 12. Big difference. Big difference. What's going on, Norgo? How you doing, man?
Hey, Norgo.
So yeah, and now the way they're going to be changing all out offense to make it. I believe it's +1 to hit. It's either +1 to hit and +1 to wound, or it's just +1 to hit. I think it's just +1 to hit. I think. So the Vikings will play a role with their current ability, but not all that great. But at the same time, like not Vikings. But the thing is, like, Graveguard hits on 3, I believe. Yeah, 3s. Wait, I can check that right now. I could literally check that right the freaking heck now. Let me see. Pull up that Graveguard. Yeah, Graveguard hits on 3s. So with all-out offense, they would be hitting on 2s. So the White King would make it they hit on 2s, reroll 1s. I'm okay with that. I'm very much okay with that. Granted, that's 2 command points, but that's fine because there's a way to get around that. Because instead of spending 2, you could spend 1. Because one of the Vicro's abilities as a command trait is once per turn you can spend a command point, or you can do what the heck was it? You can do a command ability without spending a command point. So if I do all offense plus also the White King's ability, that means I could just do both of them for the for the cost of 1 command point instead of 2. I will say also, I believe they changed all-out defense as well. I think so, yeah. I think all-out defense changed it to where it has +1 save to the unit, which is pretty big. But the thing is like you have to do it. It's a reactionary kind of thing. Because I think it's when you go to attack with a unit, you have to declare this effect on that unit specifically. Something like that. I'd have to reread it, but essentially it's a more reactionary thing, and I think the all-out defense is on the when that unit is about to be attacked. You do this. I'll actually put these to the side. Wait, why do I have 3 banners? Why do I have so many banners? Why do I have 4 banners? You can only have 1 Standard Bearer per freaking 10, I think it was. Whatever. I might just have to paint him in a way that shows this guy's a Standard Bearer for this kind of thing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to freehand it essentially. I mean, I like the Standard Bearers, or the Standards themselves. They look good, just... don't need so many! I was gonna say I'm hoping that there's gonna be extra bits after that. I'm just about to say, wait a minute. Of course there's gonna be extra bits, just maybe not the bits I care about. That's one thing I need to do also. I need to go over the sprues that I've already used to build the models and finish it and stuff like that. Take the extra bits that I haven't used and just put them in a bag or something like that. Extra sprues are always nice to have. Or extra bits, I should say, is always nice to have. A good example of that is actually the Necromancer I built. That was a good example of a good use for extra bits. It's actually on my Instagram for anyone that cares.
By the way, how was the game last night?
I actually did not play.
Oh.
Well, we were supposed to, but I forgot to mention that I needed a ride and it was rush hour traffic. So that was on me.
Eh.
It's not a big deal. I feel bad for the other player though, because I should have mentioned that. That was on me. When's the table cam coming? Whenever I get my next thing from YouTube, I guess. No, I can't say it's the next one necessarily, because if I only meet the minimum for the next time I get paid by YouTube, which is $100, I would have to wait probably for the next one after that. Unless somehow I suddenly get a job, which is technically possible. But meh. Why the matter? The table cam will eventually happen. I just I need to shut up, Ad. Actually, I'm gonna. I'm gonna say I apologize, but I'm gonna put on a song actually and just put it on repeat because it does the ads less often. If I loop it, it's actually not too bad about doing ads. So guys, I apologize if you do not like the music. It's gonna just be the same thing. But yeah, the table cam will happen eventually. It's just a matter of time and money. I'm thinking that what I could do would be, well, I should talk to my friends, and I know we brought it up before, but I'm starting to think, like, because this is technically a gaming channel in general, I'm thinking like what I could do is I could start getting my friends involved. And we could just start doing more assortment of videos. Like we could cover Y Schwartz, we could cover not 40K. Age of Sigmar, stuff like that. I would need
Tabletop games.
What's up?
Card games.
Yeah, card games, tabletop, that kind of stuff. Just cover a bunch of different topics. Because once again, the channel's name is Gaming Den. So it's not this gaming Total War, this is not gaming, or this is not Warhammer Den, etc, etc, etc kind of thing. It's not limited. The whole point of this channel is to be comfy, have a good time, relax, and play some games. As if you were over at a friend's place. We're not here to be we're not here to be like the top players or something like that. We're not here to be like that kind of thing. We're just here to be comfy. That is the whole point. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get these cleaned up. But yeah. I don't mind doing these kind of streams though, I will say that. Honestly, I probably should do it more often. It forces me to get stuff done. But at the same time, like, I should still do my Total War ones as well. I haven't given up on those. Don't worry, guys. I'm still doing Total War content. I'm just going to be covering... I'm just thinking about covering more a broader topic, like I intended for this channel initially. It just happened that I had success in this Total War games. And I am completely fine with doing more Total War stuff. It will still happen.
Hey, you should make a nude yoga channel. They're all the hot trend lately.
No. None of that. Blech. I don't want that, and nor will I ever. I'm fine with doing yoga, but not nude. Excuse me. More like I should say is like I'm fine learning to do yoga. But yeah, like I said, no nude. That's just, no, not my thing. But yeah, like the biggest thing I need to get done with this box is mostly just the Graveguard, and once I do that, I don't know if I'm going to finish the rest of the box right away, because I don't need the Black Knights that much, unfortunately. They're not good. They're not that great, unfortunately. But I might do the White King on the Steed, maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I might put... That's a big toss up in the air right now for me, at least. So what I might do is I might go for the model that I know I want to get going, which is Belladama. According to the lore, if I remember right, she's actually a really old vampire, actually.
Don't know much about her, to be honest.
I think she's AoS exclusive, probably.
Nah.
I don't know. I don't look at lore too much, but yeah. I should look into lore a little bit more, but yeah. That's I need to say though that getting these Graveguard done will be great for me, just because I love Graveguard. I really hope they don't nerf Graveguard anytime soon. Like, or at all. They don't really need to be nerfed, I don't think. They're strong, but to be fair, they were shit before.
Yeah, they need to nerf Nagash and buff Teklis.
No, you shut the fuck up right now. You shut up with that. No debuffing Nagash, please. He's already been nerfed too many times as it is. Like, the fact that he's 975 points is just way too much. That's way too much for what he does. Like, 880 was already too much. But that was borderline too much. Now it's like, this is 100%.
You only have like 2,000 points.
Yeah, exactly. He's already half your army at 880. 975, he literal is a half of your army. Like, good freaking lord, dudes. Calm yourselves. Nagash is not that strong. Like, if they're making Nagash 975, they need to hit the other leaders, like when 3rd edition comes out with just a big old nuke of, they got increased by a lot of points too. Heckless the most, just because like he's undercosted. For what he does, he's 660 points. He's way too cheap. He is just way too good. Wait, where's the... There it is. But yeah. I just want to say that I also really like the Graveguard models. They are really nice. Not the most amazing thing ever, but they're also basic troops, so they don't need to be the most amazing thing ever. Dang it. There it goes. Trying to get a little piece of flash off, and it wasn't coming off. Let's see. I do want to say I kind of want to test out the monster faction eventually with SoulBlight Gravelords. I want to try it out. Because it does sound interesting. Not necessarily good, interesting at the very least. I don't think they had anything like...
So Bone Reapers are like the undead and...
they're undead. All they are, pretty much almost are all the armies I play are undead. Night Haunt, SoulBlight Gravelords, Ozark Bone Reapers. Flesh Shader Courts I technically don't play because I have the stuff, I just haven't built it. I need to build it. I keep putting it off. It's a low priority project for me. But it's still one of the projects I need to do because it's death. That being said, come on, there we go. That being said, like, at the very least, like, of the Flesh Eater Court stuff I should work on, I should at least get my freaking Terror Guys built. Because that's a multi-faction,
I bet that would look cool.
I don't think there's too much, like, okay, there is some, work I could do to make it, I could convert it up a little bit. It'd still be a Terrorgeist, but I could give it a different pose, but that would take a lot of work. And I already kind of like how the Terrorgeist look. These are zombie dragons that I'm like, ugh. They're so freaking derpy. Like, if that's any model that, like, I believe actually really needs a new mold, it's zombie dragons. Zombie dragons 100% need a new one. Because most people, like, I still see people build the actual zombie dragons and stuff like that, but I also see a lot of people convert up the zombie dragons. Because they're just derpy. They're just so derpy looking. Like, Total War did zombie dragons justice. Tabletop, not so much. It's unfortunate too, because zombie dragon. Well, okay. if it's a zombie dragon by itself, it's not that great. But if it's like a vampire lord on zombie dragon, then it's actually pretty good. It's the vampire lord that makes the zombie dragon worthwhile. Granted, the zombie dragons themselves aren't terrible. Just they're meh. There are a lot of points for what they do. They're like 295? I think so. I don't know. I'd have to look. Because I think if I remember right, I think the Terror Gods are 305 and the Zombie Dragons are 295. I think. Yeah, it sounds about right. I'm also thinking about in the future when I'm done building these Graveguard and stuff like that. I'm kind of curious how I want to paint them up. I'm wondering if I'm going to do them like I did the initial ones, or am I going to do them different? I might do them differently because that way they could be separated into squads of 10. Not that I would do that, but not that I really want to do that, I should say, but eh. I think eventually I might also go for... I will say also, like, these Graveguard, I'm not building with the great weapons. I don't want to do that. Ugh. I hate building models that have two-handed weapons. It's such a pain. Because if you don't get the pose just right, it messes up the whole thing. That's actually the good example for that is actually my Morghast. They're also on my Instagram. Like if you look at them at a distance, they look perfectly fine. But then if you look at them up close, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's yeah. So the models themselves still look good. Just. It's just it's a reminder of like, yeah. Why I don't like two-handed weapons. I think about it. There was a lot of two-handed weapon carry playing any Space Marine faction, now that I think about it, back in 40k. But at the same time, actually, I never really built too many Space Marine stuff just because. I bought my armies, I didn't build them. I did build some stuff, but not a lot. Also, I want to. Also, the new, what is it? I think Kragnos Broken Realms books is coming out or is out. And there's Skaven stuff in there. I'm kind of... I want to get it because Skaven, but at the same token, it's like Skaven's a low priority for me right now as well. I'm not... Because I don't have a completed army right now. I can make it complete somewhat soonish, but I would have to focus on it. But I've been focusing on my death stuff for so long now. I'm just like, yeah. Just kind of going. I'm just trying to get to essentially a good stopping point. Where I'm like, okay, I have the models I want, and I don't really care to test out other things. So I'll go from there. Granted, the smart idea would be stop at 2,000 points, move on to the next army. That would be the smart idea. But unfortunately, my brain has other plans. That's why I have this giant pile of models over off to my right. My pile of shame. I keep thinking about also like unfinished projects, and I'm just like looking over to my left sort of, and I'm like, yeah, I need to finish my black coach too. I don't know, I don't feel like putting a lot of effort in right now. Might be why I'm putting it off. But when I do go back at it, I'll be motivated when I go back at it at the very least. So it will look good. That's the important part. That's the most important. I think honestly that's the most important part for me, is that my stuff looks good. I think that's what I enjoy the most about this hobby, is making my stuff look good. That's why I bounce around from project to project so much. Because I work based on my motivations, based on my emotions, which is probably for the best. It prevents me from getting burned out too much. Because that is a big thing for hobbies. Hobby burnout is real. Actually, speaking of hobby burnout, like, the easiest way for me to get hobby burnout is actually just having this giant ass pile of models just sit there. Bigger, and when I'm talking about giant, I'm talking about bigger than what I currently have in my pile of shame. Because what I have currently, not that bad. But back when I lived in a different area of Texas, when I actually technically first moved to Texas officially, I should say, I had some excess money, and I ended up buying probably more than $1,500 worth of models. That was a mistake. Not just because of money. It was a mistake because I buried myself under projects, and the pressure of those projects just kind of just crumbled on top of me. And because of that, I lost interest. Because I lost interest, stuff never got done. This stuff never got done. I ended up just stopping the hobby at that point. Granted, back then it was also more about financial reasons than it is now. Like, yeah, playing this hobby still breaks my wallet every time, but nowhere near as bad as it would have before. Before it really break my hobby or break my wallet. But because of where I'm living and stuff like that, it's not near bad. Still hurts the wallet though. Still hurts quite a bit. But I am still paying off one debt, though. So, but once that debt's paid, it'll be a little easier. And then you guys are like, but Dane, you should focus on paying off your debt. You're correct, I should. I'm just a fool who can't save money for the life of him. And why does that matter? Because I could try to settle the debt for a certain amount that I don't have. So, but I really should. But I am still paying off the debt, 1 month at a time.
Well, you're paying it off.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah. It was a really big debt, but it's getting better. That's the most important thing. Is that I'm actually taking steps to getting myself out of debt. I will say there was actually, speaking of debts, actually, there was one debt that came up that actually ended up working in my benefit. And you're like, how does that happen? It was actually just sheer random luck, actually. I think at least it was. But, so back when I was living in the other area of Texas, I did actually have a car. And eventually, though, I got to like something came up or something like that, and I couldn't pay the car payments, and it got repoed. And that was actually a really bad time in my life, actually, like financially. But it turned out to be fine because it's actually how I got my computer. Because what ended up happening was I ended up getting a letter one day, or more like this is actually back when I was living in Florida, helping my family out with some stuff and stuff like that because there was a family emergency that happened. Anyways, so I was back in Florida, and I got a message from one of my roommates before, because I had the mail still going to back in Texas, because this is before I was sure if I was what I was going to do with myself. Like if I was going to go back to where I was living, or if I was going to move to where I am currently. Anyways, so he sent me a message saying he got some mail from me, and it looked important, and I was like, okay, I'll let you go ahead and open it, because it wasn't from Veteran Affairs. It wasn't from like the government per se. It was like from, I don't remember who it was from exactly, but point of the matter, it was from a company that messaged me actually about my car, the one I had before, and when things went to shit and stuff like that, the one that got repoed. And they messaged me saying that the person I took the company that I took the loan out of, I forget who it was off the top of my head right now, but there was a giant thing that happened with them, and I forget. I think it was a bank, and I know it wasn't Chase, but I forget who it was off the top of my head. But there was this whole big thing that happened with this one bank for like overcharging or some kind of shenanigans or like that. Anyways, so because of this, they sent me a message saying that I actually overpaid for my car, and they said that it was like something of like the debt was paid in full, and they actually sent me, and they actually was actually reimbursed the money.
That's nice.
Around like $4,000. Now, that $4,000 part of it went to stuff that I don't even remember what I went to off the top of my head. But 2,000 of it, so half of it at the very minimum, went to the stuff that allows me to stream. So my computer, my mouse, my keyboards, my 2 screens, my webcam, my mic, all that good stuff. So because that happened is why I am here today. Well, not necessarily here in this location, but here just as like streaming, hanging out with you guys. So because of that happening, it led to me to be able to stream. Granted, I was far less serious about it after a certain point, but I am where I am now because of it. Granted, those kind of things happen very, very rarely, but that was one of the few things in life that it was like, it was an actual bad situation that actually eventually turned into a really good situation. I was really happy about it. That I didn't have to worry about one of the debts anymore. Because when I was living back with my parents, one of the other reasons I was staying there as long as I did, other than the family emergency, was because I wanted to start paying off some debts. And because I was started paying off some debts, it just helped me in the general. But that was one debt I was knowing I was going to have to take care of. I was dreading it too because it was a relatively big debt. But because of that letter, I ended up in a better situation instead, which I was completely happy about. It took a while for me to finally get that letter, because I don't know why. It just took me a while. It took me a while to get it to me. I think it has something to do with, like, my roommate at the time was an overnight worker, so he had a little bit of a hard time doing that. So I had him give it to one of my other friends, actually, and had him mail it to me. Just, I don't know. I think if I remember right, it was just easier for him to get to the mail. Tape a camera to your face so we can watch you paint. Well, technically right now I'm building, but yeah. I will say I probably should get a little more serious about my channel, honestly. I do want to grow. I don't know. I need to figure out a plan. A plan I can actually stick by. Which is really hard for me. But then again, if I wanted it enough, I definitely could push for it. Go. Because eventually, what I would like to do is get a better mic, get a better camera, or at least another camera. Get a camera for more tabletop-based stuff. Mouse and keyboard, don't care about that. Definitely would probably want to get a new screen though, because I think part of the issues with streaming Total War has been my second screen because it's been causing the whole system to lag. I don't know if that how true that is, but I think it is part of the problem. It might be just because like this second screen's resolution is different to the main one I have, because I spent like $300. No, I spent it was 200 some odd, $300 some dollars on my main screen. This screen on over here, which you guys are looking at, which is I'm looking at right now for the whole OBS and whatnot, was like $100 some odd dollars, $150, something like that. I didn't buy it the same. Honestly, like when I bought my computer for initially, I actually only bought one screen. I did not realize how difficult it would be to stream with just one screen. Not at that time, at the very least. So I ended up getting a second screen eventually, but it's nowhere near as good as my first. So. But this is already a general Warhammer channel. I mean, you're not wrong. It technically is. Because I do talk a lot about Warhammer, but I'm also wanting to not limit it to just Warhammer. It is a gaming channel one way or another, so. You could expand to being a general Warhammer channel. I've seen you passionately discussing AoS in your Discord and going to tournaments. You could branch out if you're up to it. Yeah, the thing is, Nargo, like, Nick's right. It technically is a general Warhammer channel as is. But the thing is, that's technically wrong too. That the point of this channel is to be a gaming channel. That's why there is no specific like name in the name of the channel. Like there was, excuse me, there was one point actually where I actually put a poll up on Facebook with my friends, and I was asking for opinions on like a couple different names. And back then, one of the things I was talking about doing was a Weiss name. I forget what it's called off the top of my head right now, but it was that in between that and Gaming Den, or something along that lines. And I remember talking to my friend, and the vote was pretty much unanimously just Gaming Den. So, and with that, I ended up going in general with this is pretty much an in general like game channel. Like at first, my big focus was a Grand Order. As you guys could tell, sort of, if you go far back enough onto my channel. But I have videos from other games as well, stuff like that. I have some Duel Links on there. I have Grand Blue Fantasy. I have Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. I know that one for fact. Can't think of another one off the top of my head right now. I think there was another one that I had on here. I just can't remember. But yeah, like the whole point technically is this is mainly like an in general gaming channel. It's just mostly Warhammer focused because I've had success in Total War. Granted, there's mostly thanks to Legend, but still, point of the matter. Like, I'm still grateful to this day that I got the chance to do that co-op with him. That was a fun time. I was definitely cringy, but it was a fun time. I'm personally up for any content you make, and I think everyone else watching is too. Yeah, like I agree to that sentiment because like I'm almost always seeing the same people here, and I'm completely fine with that. It just means that you guys like don't technically care about what I do. Is more of along the lines of you're here for the person that's here, per se.
Yeah, we all secretly hate you, actually.
Dude, totes. Totally hate me. But on a serious note, like, at least that's what I want to believe. I want to believe that that's true. And I mean, you guys prove it, so there's no reason for me to doubt it.
Either that or all Chinese bots.
Dude. I don't know. Possible. Let's see. I mean, one that isn't focused on Total War. The rest of that comment's for Nick. Gaming bro. I actually wonder if there's an actual channel named Gaming Bro.
Probably is.
Probably. There's a very good chance of that. Very unlikely there's another channel called Gaming Den like my channel is. At least the way that mine's spelled, I should say. Dana, like, it's Ramus I despise as my arch nemesis for life. Damn.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, just to piss Nick off.
Forever pissing off Nick. This is Super Gaming Bros, if that counts. Close enough. Close enough. There we go. I gotta say, I do wish Graveguard were better in Total War, though. It mostly just comes down to that they're just expensive compared to, like, Skelly Boys. Because they're free. Can't be free. Or at the very least, it's very hard to beat free. In this case. I do want to say one other idea I've had, and I kind of still want to do, is I want to actually move my setup a little bit. Because I'm thinking of actually eventually going into that back corner over there, just for like sound sake and stuff like that. I don't know, it's an idea. I just need to implement it. Nice music choice today. Thanks. I just honestly gave up on the one that was live because we just kept getting ads. And I just went I'm literally playing one of the songs that they play on that channel and playing it on repeat, honestly. Because if you the way I would set up right now is I have the video on my other screen over here, right here, and I have it on loop right now. And doing so, there is a lot less frequent ad play. So we can actually just straight listen to music and not have to worry about the stupid ads. I will say personally that this is actually probably my favorite one of all the stuff that they play on that channel. Not that the other stuff's bad, just this is, I don't know, the acoustic guitar in this is really nice. It's calming, but at the same time, it's not... What's the word I'm looking for? It's not so calming that it's like draining energy-wise. That makes sense? Because you know, sometimes, you know, if you like listen to something calming or something like that, it drains you a little bit. Not like a whole lot, but it just like you feel a little less, you feel less energy, stuff like that. It's hard for me to explain. But point of the matter is, like, it has that nice tone that's just right. And it goes with the channel. The channel, like, being about being chill, hanging out, relaxing, that kind of thing. Granted, the title of the song is different. Actually, the song's title is called I Was Sad, But Now I'm Fine. Which, by the way, credits to Lofi Geek for the song, by the way. Not my song whatsoever. I eventually kind of want to make my own music, but I don't know. I wish...
One hobby at a time.
What's up?
One hobby at a time.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see. Yeah, exactly that. Not so calming that you're nodding off sleeping. Yeah, essentially. I wish Vampire Counts were better in Total War. No range and having to grind levels so that your lords and heroes actually do damage is tiresome. That's why I like playing Vlad and Isabella so much. Yeah, Manfred doesn't start with any heroes, not that I think of it. Songs making me think of being inside on a rainy day watching it pour through the window. Yeah. And honestly, I love that because I love when it rains. Like, not when it's thundering and lightning. I just like when it rains. Because I love rain. It's calming to me. I get some of my best sleep when it rains. And I will say, I've already tried listening to, while I sleep, videos that have a rain playing on loop kind of thing for like 8-10 hour things. And unfortunately, it doesn't work.
That doesn't really work for
Yeah,
me.
no. Yeah, no, because you know it's not the real thing. It's
If
unfortunate.
I was in a cabin somewhere out in the wild, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But, I don't think I could ever live out in the woods and stuff like that.
With utilities, yeah, I could.
Meh. Not. I'm not so much an introvert that I could go without socializing, like, ever.
It doesn't have to be. Just when you retire to your place.
I don't know, I'm still probably gonna do it. As it is, I don't get out enough as is. Could always go to sleep with the shower running if you don't mind the water bill you'll get. Yeah, that's a bad idea. Unfortunate. Plus also, like, the homeowner would probably freak the fuck out. So I'm actually renting a room from them, so... But considering it's like $500 for like all things paid, including rent, can't get much of a better deal. Good luck finding an apartment that has the exact same story.
So how do you have a room and Your own bathroom?
Well, I share a bathroom with my roommate, but meh. Like, I'm whatever to that. If I really need to go, there's another one downstairs. But yeah, I don't have my own bathroom, but I don't care. I don't need my own bathroom. I don't need a lot of things that are mine. Because honestly, having this room by itself, more than enough. I want to hang out with people. I have a room right there that's like a little. I won't say family room or living room. It's kind of like a community room where my roommate will do his hobbying and stuff like that out there. Plus, that's where we play our card games and stuff like that. So, kind of like the hangout room. I mean, as it stands, I don't really go into anyone else's room. There's no reason for me to do it. I respect other people's property and stuff like that.
Naturally.
Like I said, I don't want to ruin a good thing as it is. So. I will say I do put like $200 to the family for food. But I do that for a month. That's the month. So. But that's also because, like, the big reason I do that too is also because I don't have my own vehicle. If I could get my own groceries, it'd be different, but eh. Just works out easier too, because they'll go groceries every now and then. It's easier. That way they can figure out where they want stuff and such like that, instead of me trying to figure it out along with their stuff. And yeah. A nice little setup we have here. Alright, that's all the legs. I've been drinking Dr. Pepper more lately, but I'm also trying to get just done with my Dr. Peppers. Because once I finish the soda in my room, I think I'm just gonna keep away from soda. Just kidding. At least to the best of my ability. Every now and then I have a soda, but like not an everyday occurrence kind of thing. Okay. Finally discover Cerulean's Sister of Thor in class earlier. Yeah. I knew about it, I just haven't played. We haven't played Vermintide in a while. I wouldn't mind going back and playing some every now and then. But I will say, like, if I knew Legend was playing Vermintide today, I would have been up earlier. I would have gladly joined him. Oh well. Alright, let's see. Wait, what the? What are those? Those shoulder pads? they are. Yeah, those are shoulder pads. Interesting. Huh. How about that? Alright, let's get these. I think I was just gonna do what I did with the legs and just cut off all the pieces. Because it just honestly, like, it's a mix and match kind of thing anyways. As long as I keep the backs with the backs and the fronts with the fronts, it won't be a problem. I'm actually keeping them separated by one of my... I put down my tool to put a set, kind of like a barrier, say this is where the backs go, this is where the fronts go. Granted, that won't work when I actually need the tool, but it's temporary. I'm not really sure what I think about it. I was expecting Witch Elf, excuse me, for a pure melee like Slayer and Grail Knight. But I suppose another magic class is nice, I guess. I mean, magic is fun, so. I don't know, to be fair. I have no save because I've never played her. I've actually never played any of the actual magic classes. Not Vermintide, at least. There. And right there. Don't want to drop because finding gray pieces on gray carpet sucks. Those who are also a part of this hobby know the feeling. If one of these falls to the ground, it sucks trying to find, especially on gray carpet. I think the easiest to find it on would be probably like tile, like a brighter colored tile. That'd probably be the easiest to find them on. Yeah, finding it on like white tile or something like that. I wouldn't know though, I haven't done enough hobbying on it. I've always done hobbying in my room. My room always has carpet. Seems to be a running theme for me. Oh, it's not a big deal. Pyromancer class become my favorite of her three. Really fun. Fair enough. Like I said, magic's fun. Makes cheesing a thing. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I haven't tried her out, so I can't say anything. I should eventually. I shall eventually. Wait. Before I cut off the next piece, you know. Looking at some of these shields, I'm kind of curious, like, how am I going to go about them? That's the thing with, like, me with doing the building. Sometimes I have an image already in my head. Then there's other times I'm just like, Because then it's like, I have one idea, but then I'm like, but this would also look good. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out as I go. One of those things. It's a good thing too. It's a really good thing. Good to be creative. Going the same colors all the time is kind of boring. Like, it's nice to be uniform, but I feel that every squad should be painted differently. At least for like bare minimum squads, in case, as a just in case, because it's easier to keep them distinct. It's like, okay, this group's a part of this group's part of this group. Whereas also, like, you could still paint them uniform, quote unquote, but different, but just enough different that you could tell who's a part of what. Because uniformity is really nice to have, just because it looks good on the table. But the same token, it's like too much uniformity can make it a really difficult thing to deal with on the tabletop.
Present keeping track of.
Yeah. Because sometimes you'll have two units that are the exact same type near each other, and if they're painted exactly the same, like, where does this one start? Where does this one end again? I've actually had that happen a couple times. Once in a tournament. I'm just like, son of a... That's why it's good to have different one. That's why it's good to have ones differently painted. I can understand, but like I said, I understand the appeal of uniform.
You can keep track of what you move.
Yeah, I understand the appeal of uniformity because it does look good. It does. It just, like I said, it's a pain in the butt to keep track of them. My favorite class for the 5 are Veteran Ranger, Grail Knight, Way Stalker, Bounty Hunter, and Pyromancer. I have not played enough to know what my favorite classes is for everyone. I will say I enjoy Iron Dude. Forever a theme on this channel, Iron Dudes. Babbert would agree if he was here. In there. There we go, that's better. Accidentally cut the flat, or cut the flash at a weird point, and it left a lot of flash left over, so it would have been a pain to clean it up with a tool later. Like, got another little clip in, got some extra off, which I'm completely fine with. Boink. Trying to figure out. There's also one thing in my mind I'm trying to figure out for one of the models I know I'm going to work on in the future, which is going to be my Belladama, or Belladama. I think it is Belladama. Anyways, point of the matter, because she's the one that rides ride on a wolf and stuff like that. I saw one relatively recent, and it looked amazing. Looked exactly like the picture. And like I zoomed in on the details and stuff like that, and I'm just like, there's no way in hell I can do that. Not with just with my eye. I would legitimately need like magnifying glasses and stuff like that. Actually, I remember talking actually in the Discord to one of my AoS groups. And we were talking about doing small details and stuff like that. And they were like, okay, now what about when you highlight this part? And this is going back to the Black Coach. And they were talking about highlighting or do an edge highlight on this like extremely small detail. Like they were doing like an edge highlight on essentially like the side of this coffin. Hold on, let me put it up here. Hold on, I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Waiting it for it to focus. Yeah, if you see those like those vines in the rows that are in the middle, they're talking about trying to do edge highlight on something that freaking small. And I'm like, how the actual F would I do that? And they were like, with a magnifying glass. And I'm like, I don't use a magnifying glass. I know I should, but I don't. And they were kind of like, wait, you don't use a magnifying glass? Like, yes. Like, go get yourself one. Oh wait, this was a front. Whoops. I accidentally put it back into a front. Or a front to the back. What's doing? Ironbreaker? Yeah. Used to be then I built I found a build for Vet Ranger called Fake Slayer. That's a lot of fun. Okay, fair enough. I don't know. I just like the defensibility that the Ironbreaker has. So that's just me. So yeah. As I was saying, there is intentions to get a magnifying glass eventually, just if I do so, I need to see if there's a one that has like a camera to it or something like that. Because I know I see painters do that all the time on their channels. I just don't have that kind of stuff yet. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I need to look into a lot of different things. Okay. Last one. Then we'll have all the body pieces. We'll have all the body pieces and all the legs built. Or cut out, I should say. Not built. Because they're not built yet. I just have them cut out because it doesn't matter. There is no actual, like, specific way I have to do these. Because the fronts are mix and match with the back. So, that makes life easy. And I like that. I like easy. That's why I'm so confident I could get these done in time for the tournament. Even if it's like 20 of these guys. In fact, actually, because of these guys, like, unless I go like super detailed, I'm pretty sure I could actually get them painted in time for the tournament if I wanted to. But I have other models I want to get built in time.
How long do you have?
Saturday. Like, if I work at it, I could definitely get these Graveguard built today. The only thing is, like, I have other models that I'm probably going to end up using that I want to get built as well as a just-in-case option. I want to use it. Belladama is definitely one of them. Actually, I need to look over Belladama's stats again. Maybe I don't need her as much as I would like to use her. Because wolves, but... She also has 2 spells she can cast, so that's pretty nice. But I don't know, I might take Manfred, quote-unquote Manfred. AKA, I'm probably gonna use the Arkan model that I have for him, because they're the same base size. I just don't have Manfred built right now, and I don't know if I have all his pieces put together, or what. I'd have to look at the pieces I have up there. Ah! Okay, fine. Cut off a lot. I can get to this better. There we go. That's better. Yep, that's done. Next. Okay, now to keep them separated still, I will take... Because I have to use this tool to actually clean them up, but I'm going to use one of my paintbrushes to keep them separated. Cat's doing it to me again. It's doing that ghost movement. Like, I swear I see the chat move and then it's like, it's not, it hasn't moved at all. Yeah, we're at the hour-and-a-half mark right now, actually. We have all the legs and bodies out. So now we just need to clean them up. And then we put them together and stuck to glues. It's the backs I'm most concerned about, because they're the ones with the spine. So when I go later to do the putting on the heads, I need it to be crisp. I need it to be clean. I can't have flash in the way because it will mess with the freaking head when I glue it on. I wonder. No, it's not gonna matter. There was a thought I had for like future necromancers, but I'm like, not that big a deal. Just got a random thought in my head. Sorry. So the random thought was essentially like, it's a little expensive, but I could get like some spare bits to build like some skeletons, some grave guard and stuff like that, but like half build them. Like only build the upper parts and stuff like that. And the thought process was, well, I could take, because I was thinking of like taking my Nagash model and work with him a little bit more again, which would be, what I would do is I would put some stuff on the base. If you look at the model over here, like if you look at how it's modeled with the, hold on, there we go. If you look at the base and see how it is, where it looks like it has like stuff on it, where it actually kind of looks like ground, sort of. Like, sure, it's white, but point of the matter. So if you look at it and it's just like that, I was thinking of like maybe doing some stuff like something like that to my Nagash model, with that kind of stuff on the base, and then like encircle him with some models like of skeletons or graveguard and stuff like that, and then just raise them. Looks like he's raising them from the dead, from the ground. I don't know. It's a thought, but it would be expensive because I would need to buy the extra bits. Because I don't think I have enough extra bits to do that. I don't know. It's an interesting idea. I like the idea. I just had a weird bug. Drytro tried to open diplomacy with me, but the menu opened and closed itself so fast I got stuck on a screen, able to continue on my turn and reload to fix it. Yeah. Yeah, I've had that bug happen once before. It's been a while since I've had that bug, but I've had it happen once before. It's not a fun bug. I know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, that idea sounds like a good idea. It's just I would need to rework on Nagash. Honestly, that's something I dread right now. If the model wasn't so expensive, I'd be like, part of me would actually be like, I'd buy the model again, redo him, but redo him properly. Like, he looks good. The one I have looks good. It's just not quite to what I wanted it to be. Mostly just because it kept falling apart when I was trying to do the final assembly. Actually, like, when I... excuse me. When I had some of the final parts put onto him that he was missing before, like one of my friends that works at the local store helped me because he has some really good super glue, and he was helping me put that stuff on, and it was only helping me, I believe, putting on like one part too. But as he was putting on that part, something fell off, so he had to glue that on, and then something else fell off. And then something else in turn fell off of there, and then like the skirt or the back, the skirt essentially or whatever it is, broke as well. So it's like he was getting frustrated at it, and I'm like, I don't blame you, because I got frustrated at it too. It did the exact same thing to me, and this is why I dread my Nagash, because it's like it wants to fall apart, and I hate it. I love how it came out paint wise, but I fucking hate that model because of what it did to me in the final assembly. I was not proud of that model. Because of that. Just of that. That alone was enough to kind of fuck it over. Because otherwise, I was proud of it. I was completely happy with how it came out. Because the model looks good. It's just that it fell fucking apart. Surprised me, didn't know that bug existed. It's very rare. That bug has only happened, like I said, to me like once. Oh, like the 16 some hundred hours I have in Total War. So it does not happen very often. It's very, very rare. Don't know what causes it. I have like zero clue on what causes that. Also, if you want to see the Nagash I'm talking about, he's on Instagram. Anything I do is on Instagram. I don't use it for selfies and stuff like that. I use it for just my models, where I post my work. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure where else I would want to post it. Like Twitter, sure, but like to have an actual like album, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Not sure.
Technically DeviantArt, I guess, could, but eh. God dang it, this one's being stubborn. There you go, that's better. Much better. There we Go. Cleaned up. I will say though, I don't know if I will work on these models all tonight just because I do have friends coming over. At least I hope so. As long as the weather doesn't turn foul. Come on. Don't do this to me. There you go. There you go. Alright, that's 6 packs done. Need 14 more after that. Then I gotta work on the fronts. Fronts are a little easier though, because I don't have to be as crucial on them. Because there's nothing that actually needs to stick onto them. It's the spine that I do need to be, like, I need it to actually be like clean. Not that I'm not gonna not clean the fronts all that well, just I can be a little less meticulous with them. Or wait, that was a word, right? Meticulous. Ramos, help!
Plus,
Meticulous. If I was doing for like,
very attentive, you meant?
yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
I is bad with the definitions. Urgh. Trying not to scrape my thumb as much as. But with these smaller parts, it's like really easy to scrape my thumb. Just because I have my thumb like right around the area where I'm scraping. So I could keep it steady. And with these smaller models, it's a lot easier to get in those areas and getting scraped. If Ramos, if Ramos was told Timmy had fallen down a well, Ramos would only go there to laugh. Excuse me. I don't know if that's the case, but sure. Dogs bark? No, I didn't. Or at least if they did, they only barked once. There we go. Looks good. Get the flash out of there, though. Come on, get out, get out. I will need you there. Get out.
Get out, get out. Just get out, get out.
This. I want to say this one's clean. That's not the case. There's the bottom part still. Yeah, man. Don't fight me. a lot easier if you don't fight me. Talking to inanimate objects, but me. I might be slightly crazy. Only slightly. Excuse me. No. Okay. This one I have quite a bit of flash actually to get off, so this one's gonna be interesting. It's one of those that was at the point where it was just there was not enough of it for me to go back with my clippers and to clip it off. But it was a little too much to just easy clean off with my tool. Go. This one doesn't have near as much flash on it. I think makes it easier on this one. I can't decide between attack Bartolo, stopping Drytra from attacking me, or going after the vampire counts to stop them eating the electric counts. Depends on how many freaking places Drycha has. If she has only like 1 or 2, then I'd probably say like go after Drycha, just get her out of there. One less army you have to deal with. Or faction, I should say, not army. Less factions you have to deal with, the better. There we go. I could say you could go after Bordello to prevent Britannia from freaking defending them, but I don't know. I think Drycha could be a threat, sort of. So it might be best to go after her. Because like even if they eat your even if the vampires eat your electric counts, like you could always return them. If you really care. So Drycha has 2 settlements, but both my armies are in Curse of Batona after I took my last turn. Or after I took it last turn. Yeah, it's one of those things that it's just it's really hard to say. But I don't know. I think honestly just taking out smaller factions is a priority just so you're in less war. So because the less wars are in, the weaker or the stronger you look. Or at the very least, if you're in way too many wars, then you start looking weak. Then more people dogpile on top of you because of that. So, I don't know. I do kind of care about the counts. Because I got legendary lords on. I don't know what that means, but okay, sure. Brr. Ow. Accidentally scraped my thumb a little too much. This may not look it, but it can be sharp quite easily. It's a mod. Ah, fair enough. Not sure what it does, but fair enough. This one's being a little bit of a pain in the butt about being cleaned up. It does not want to get cleaned. Hopefully that did it. No, it didn't. God damn it. Cleaned it, but it didn't clean it the way I needed it to be cleaned. Damn it. Still a lot of flash right there. Excuse me. Let's see. Adds a whole bunch of custom lords and heroes, including making every starting locked account unique. Unique skill tree and model. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't play it with mods except for the one button respec, but so excuse me. When it comes to mods, I pretty much know nothing. The one button respec is the only one I'm absolutely care about, because the main thing that's important to me is dealing with the AI's terrible leveling. And a million times Skaven keep going for the infiltrator trade on the red line for some reason. It's okay if I'm playing as Clanation, but if I'm playing anyone else, get the fuck out. I don't need it. Just a waste. AI sure does love putting points into awful skills, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely. Like that one time Alario had her on her top unique skills, she got the other one instead of the one that matters the most. That's the worst feeling. Because that skill's awful. I'd very much rather have the public order and stuff like that, thank you very much. Especially on legendary difficult. Oh, that looks lopsided now. That's why. They didn't clean it very well. Shit. Ow. Her blood and fire or whatever it's called, line that boosts only her army. Yeah, like it's okay, but at the same time, it's like it's not worth it compared to the global stuff that you get. Like -1 turn recruitment for freaking Sisters of Avalon. Yes, please. Sisters of Avalon are kind of good, just a little. Granted, there's a lot of Doom stacks for High Elves, so you are not necessarily limited to just doing that. But of course, my personal favorite is the Knights of Targoval. That's my favorite. That's personally my favorite Doom stack. It's just so much fun. I don't care what you're bringing. I'm killing you. Especially if I'm fighting only one of you, like in the air or something like that. Dragons? Meh. I'll eat them alive. The funny thing is, too, like, you could literally have that army be a full flying army and not care, because you want to get into combat anyways. So you just put that army with Eltharion and then 19 Knights of Targoval, and then go in and smash face. Because you do not care about being on the ground. Like, sure, you'll get that leadership penalty thing, but it's like, I'm going into close combat eventually soon anyway, so what do I care? Not to mention they also have stock with Eltharion, so that means they can get into enemy lines relatively easy without getting shot up to all hell before they get to him. Some of the unique skill line choices are bad. Tyrion is one that comes to mind. Pick the one that makes him alone light better fire than he already is, and makes every strength the Hells have better. Yeah, or make the yeah. Yep. And of course, AI is going to choose the one that makes him better, because AI is greedy. I think we can all agree on that. I think the AI is really greedy. I don't know. What do you think, Ramus?
Oh, AI is always greedy.
Why they do so much ruin dwelling? Sure. This one's being... This one's being honorary about getting cleaned up. Waterloo going now, either Faye Enchantress or Vlad. Or Vlad, Isabella, and Manfred. If you don't have Vlad and Isabella's trait, I'd say them first. Faye Enchantress is nice, but honestly, I'd rather have Vlad and Isabella's. Besides, if you let them go long enough, they can actually be a pain in the ass. Faye Enchantress, she can be a pain, but not near as much as like Vlad and Manfred can be. They always military alliance. And then when they start recruiting like the extremely dangerous stuff, oh boy. Watch out! Vampires may not have range, but god, they are annoying to fight against. Especially once they start recruiting their doom stacks. Well, doom stacks. True, better to get the vampires now rather than later. Yeah, exactly. Vampires can become a real threat real quick if you're not careful. Let them gain enough power? Pfft. Yeah, no. There's hell to pay against trying to fight against them. Even playing Skaven, I'm just like, yeah, no, fighting vampires sucks. I know I can win, but god, it sucks. They're almost as bad as fucking Bretonia when it comes to recruiting like fast units in general. And of course, what are Skaven bad against? At least weapon team wise, fast units. Especially ones that could take a goddamn hit. Or better yet, terror guys. Flying units. Ugh. Weapons team do not like terror guys, especially when there's a lot of them. Nice little combo of Terrorgeist with some Vargals. Maybe some Black Knights or Blood Knights. Yeah. That's fun to deal with. And the worst part is, if I remember right, Terrorgeist are anti-large. So even if you wanted to go against them with like a Brood Horror army, they win that fight. Granted, you can just gang up on one Terrorgeist and defeat them one at a time, but that takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of work.
Yeah, but the fact that you can gang on, it's quite easy.
What is?
Ganging on them.
I mean, yeah, but that's just how Brood Horror armies deal with stuff that's big as well. Like, remember that one stupid fight I had to do? That was against that rogue army? That had a bunch of freaking treemen and dragons in it? Remember I won that one? Keeping them No, keeping them separated. Separate their dragons one at a time, or two at a time at best, and then just eat them. Especially with Throt around, with his anti-large bubble. Giving me fantasy non-flashbacks here? Wait, of what? Like, how's that get against what? The Vampire Knight or the Vampire Council? I mean, or excuse me, against something else. Every time I think of Vietnam flashbacks, I think of the one. I think of the cat. The video that has the cat that has Vietnam flashbacks. Can't help it. Fighting late game vampire counts decks. Ugh, yeah. I assure you, I know. I know, I assure you. The worst part is, too, is like, they'll never bring, like, just one stack against you. They'll always bring two, at minimum. That's the worst part. They'll always bring at least minimum two. Ugh, hate that. Like, it's fine if I'm in, like, a Skaven tier 5 settlement. With tier 5 walls, obviously, but... But, like, a minor settlement? No, it ain't happening. Ain't freaking happening. I will auto-resolve that to hell and back. I do not feel like fighting that fight out. Because I won't win. Not against 4 stacks, not with what a tier 3 wall has. Tier 5s? Yeah, sure, I could deal with it. Pain in the ass, but I could deal with it.
Yeah, but the thing is, with the vampire counter, if you have artillery or ranged, they're meh. Easy to kill.
Honestly, thank God they don't have it. God, can you imagine fighting against vampire counts that had artillery? Tell me that wouldn't suck. I would hate to fight against vampire counts if they had freaking artillery. I already hate fighting against them as it is. Then with like artillery choice, ugh. No, thank you. Like, I'm already kind of like, thank God they don't already go for like, you know, Wind of Death. Good Lord. I would hate to have to fight against vampire counts that knew how to use Wind of Death. Ugh. Thank God they don't know how to. At least as AI. Worst part is vampire count armies have all their most powerful high-tiered units, Blood Knights, Terror Guys, Vargals. And you're like, oh, they're so cool. I want to play them. And then you do, and they suck. Yeah, you play them and I'm like, wow, these units suck. And I can afford them. Yeah, exactly. That's the worst part. Like, Vampire's gonna get away with a lot because they have a really good economy. But that doesn't change, like, the units underperform for their cost.
Yeah, the only thing that stretches out your economy is the building the tier 4 and 5 buildings, but that's about it.
Yeah, well. Worth a lot of money. Worth a lot of freaking money. The best part is the actual thing that gives the extra money from the crypts and whatever actually stack. It was a follower, if I remember right. But they do stack. So you can have multiple heroes with it and it does actually stack, which is really nice. If it wasn't for the fact that I've played vampire counts like recent, I would probably be like, let's play some vampire counts. At least not this week, but in the future. Did you hear that apparently Game 3 is getting rid of the AI melee difficulty boosts? Really? Where was that put out?
There was a Q&A today with Grace.
They actually said that they're getting rid of the melee stuff?
No, they're not getting rid of it, they're changing it.
No.
So, now, spell resistance and all that will be its own thing, 100% independent.
They're gonna get magic resists?
Yeah, and it's changed to spell resist.
Spell resist?
Mm-hmm.
Are they gonna keep magic resist at all, or is it just gonna be called spell resistance now? Or do we not know? The follower is called treasure income from crypts and keeps 8% local region when a battle while having less than 3,000 in treasury. No wonder I get so many of those. Because I always have like so little money with vampire counts, and it's not a good thing technically, but at the same time it's like, if I could give me the treasurers, I'll take it. I'll do it. Just line up that region with a bunch of lore keepers and stuff like that, and then they all have the treasurers. So it's like, if you have 10 lore keepers in that area, and they all have that treasure, that's 80% boost. And it stacks. It does stack, so.
You can just move them through each regions.
I mean, your wealthiest region's probably going to be Eastern Sylvania. With Castle Dragonov? Yeah, Dragonov. Excuse me. But I will say, like, if they actually did get rid of the melee boost, that would be really nice, honestly. Because then that would be like, melee units are actually viable to some degree in Legendary. I mean, some are, just takes a lot of work. Urzax is probably the easiest. With the Savage Biggins. Just because. Like, cause he already starts off that building in his initial settlement, so he can early on get Savage Biggins. I'd have to re-watch that video to see what else they did to make Savage Biggins better. Obviously, there was a tech and stuff like that, but I'd have to re-look. Castle Jerkinoff? Wait, what? I didn't say that. You said that. Hearing things. Anyways. Okay, so that's that. Currently at the rate I'm going, I don't even know if I'm going to get any of these guys built. Well, maybe. I don't know. I won't say I have them fully built at the very least. But with the body and the legs, I probably can get at least a couple built. That would be nice to have. Like I said, the main thing I'm worried about building from this is just the Graveguard. Anything else is like just kind of there. What? Ah! Different. Oh god. This is going to be one of those pieces, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be one of those pieces. The worst part is I don't have a really good grip point either. Because if I grip it at the shoulder pads are very thin. And they will bend. I do not want that. I do not want the bending. Shoulder pads. That's bad. Actually, where was that Q&A? Where did that happen on? Was it Twitch or was it YouTube?
On Reddit.
On Reddit?
Yeah.
Didn't they do a video of it or something like that?
Nope.
I thought they did a video.
No, it was a Q&A.
Oh, yeah, but they could have done it via video. Can't tell. That's supposed to be a part of it or not? I mean, it looks like it does, but... Ugh. Let me just clean it up and see what it... If I don't like it, I'll take it off later, I guess. This part, I'm probably gonna have to take. Okay, I'm gonna actually need to get clippers for this part. Okay. Turn 25 and Vlad's pumping out the Blood Knights. Yeah. That was... Wait, no, that's Vampire Grips. Right? It used to be the the I think it used to be that building, but now it's Vampire Crypts that you get it from. I think. It's been a minute since I've had to look at Blood Knights, to be fair. Which, by the way, funny story, Blood Knights are still sold out on Games Workshop right now.
Really?
They're really good! I don't blame people for wanting them so much. They are really good.
Oh, if only CA would learn to make a cavalry that works.
Yeah, well, technically they have it in other games, so I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, but just not in the latest ones.
I mean, they were decent in Three Kingdoms, which is relatively recent.
Yeah, it was at the start, they nerfed it.
Even then, it still was good. Like, to be fair, when cavalry could beat literally everything, it's just like, there's a problem. You can't have one unit that just could beat up everything. The only reason you should be allowed to do that is because it's the only thing you can
The
recruit.
cavalry charge should be devastating.
Not denying this, okay? Like, I will say that I want to see the, what were they? From Cord side? The Behemoths or whatever? Or the Juggernauts. Juggernauts, that's what it was. Juggernauts. I want to see them do well. Like, they're going to be slow, but I want them to at least have really good charge capabilities, because they're heavy. They're really heavy. They should be able to do some damage. Well, at least upon the charge. Like, those things are armored. They're not fast, but they're armored all hell. How many mortars is a general recommended amount? 2 or 3, roughly about. Max like 4. But I would obviously be trying to get the Hellstorm rocket batteries as soon as you can. Maybe if like a Great Cannon or 2. Granted, the Hellstorm rocket batteries are the best go-to for artillery. And obviously, if you don't have access to it, yeah, you go for the mortars. And the mortars, like, yeah, 3 or 4, depending. You could do 2. 2 could be fine. Just probably best. 3 is probably like the good number. I do 4 because I don't know. I just. I'm declaring on Vlad, which is going to draw in much stronger Manfred because they're military allies. Is no one else? Wait, can you not join war against them with someone? Is there no options to join war against? Like, is Drycha at war with them? Is the dwarves nearby them at war with them? Like, yeah, check who else is he at war with and see if you can't join war against them. The join war thing, I don't think you could do it with other elector counts, but with anyone else, I think you could do that with. I think. Like, Manfred's probably more than likely going to get pulled in, just. If he doesn't get pulled in right away, then that works to your advantage. Only certain 11 were warring Vlad specifically. RIP. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. But yeah, it's still better to get them taken care of now before they become a problem, because if they get strong enough, they will be an absolute threat. They're one of those factions that if they get let out of hand for too long, they will be a problem to deal with later. Nowhere near as bad as like High Elves, but they're still strong. They are still really freaking strong. So it's better to just deal with them early and get it over with. I forget how High Elves feel about you as Empire. I don't think they hate you that much. I don't think so, at least.
Yeah, but it's the undead. You can just wipe them out.
Yeah, well. However, if
That's the problem with them, because AI vampires can be cheesed easily.
Yeah, well. However, if I agree to join war with Grimgor and 2 other greenskin factions, I could get Kazakhstan join against Manny. I don't know how I feel about that. It's like, it depends on how strong Grimgor is. That's the big thing, is like, it depends on really how strong Grimgor is. And then there's also the factor, will the Kazakhstan even go after Manfred at all? Like, what if he just focuses on dealing with Grimgor? Then what? You just joined a war against a couple of factions that all they're going to do, especially on the higher difficulties, is player biased. They're going to go after you. Empire could get tech that boosts high elf opinion, provided that you were the pony up 7,000 gold. It's worth it. Not having to deal with high elves? Yes, please. Not having to deal with high elves is definitely important. Like, the factions I just don't want to deal with ever is, especially if they get to like the late game and they're still alive, it's high elves.
Yeah, those are.
And dwarves. Specifically Kazakhstan. Lizardmen could definitely be a pain, but they're not. I don't know. They don't. It doesn't come up near as often as it does with Kazakhstan.
Lizardmen don't really stack, to be honest. But yeah. I mean, the problem with the dwarves is that their doom stack is their normal stack.
Yeah. And they're hard to deal with. Like, playing in Skaven, it's not that bad. But playing in general like someone else, not fun. Not fun indeed. Wait, I read that already. But I do think I saw another message coming up. If Grimgor's coming after me because of player bias, he's not going for Thorgram. But yeah, I've decided not to get the dwarves to join. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Like, sure, if he's not going after Kazakhstan, he's still going after you. So, because then you have to deal with Grimgor plus Manfred plus Vlad. No, thank you. Even if it's relatively early game, no thank you. I do not want to deal with that. Not at all.
Funniest one I had was when I was playing that Throt campaign and Malekith and Tyrion allied themselves and attacked me.
Yeah, that just sounds dumb.
Yeah.
Like, how the actual does that happen? That's what I want to know. Like, how does that actually happen? Not supposed to.
I don't know. Or in that Karth campaign where, I don't know, some high elf paid Malak used to declare war on me, and I was like, what?
Yeah, that's pretty dumb. That's pretty dumb.
Another weird thing was when I was playing, I'm not sure, either the Lizardman or Skrolk
Uh-huh.
in Lastria, and the Norska tribe from up north declared war on me and came all the way down.
That sounds about right.
Not Wolfric or...
No, it still sounds about right. It doesn't matter if it's Wolfric or not.
Yeah.
Because it's Norska.
Just a random Norska tribe, and they were like, oh yeah, and they actually came with armies.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised.
I was like, what the actual fuck, man?
It's Norska. Fuck them. They're literally the biggest player bias faction ever. Like, no one will come after you with such abandon. As much as the fucking Norskins will. Norskins will go at you. And they will go at you hard.
Yeah, but they don't make Mammoth Doomstack, so yeah, whatever.
I mean, true, but still, it's still annoying, because you have to deal with it. Yes. Actually, I'm going to be right back a second. I need to go to the restroom. And I'm going to get myself some more water. Alright, enough of the water. Go back. Sorry about that. I really needed that. Just recruited 3rd Army last turn. His also mission is to transport the 3 mortars for Carl's army. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I really needed that water. I was thirsty as hell. He's actually downstairs drinking, or intending to get like a sip, and then I was like, I drank like half the glass because I was like just that thirsty. I was like, God damn it. Player bias or what? Drycha and Manfred just ended their war because I'm at war with both of them. Sure. It might be player bias, it might not be, I don't know. Who knows? It does suck, I will say that, but meh. Yeah, the whole Norscan tribe literally is just like the biggest freaking player bias faction there is out there. No other faction goes after you with such abandon compared to them. Not in my opinion, at least. I could be literally in the world and they'll come after me. At least that's how it feels to me, but just the way it is. So the Q&A happened on Reddit, or was it also on Discord? Because I thought I saw something on Discord.
On Reddit.
What on Discord too? What is it? Yeah, there's something here. Warhammer 3, AMA question. That replies, eh? Okay, I'm reading over something right here about the skulls for the Skull Throne stream. Where did the stream happen? The skulls for the Skull Throne happen at? Was that Twitch or was that YouTube?
The skulls, YouTube.
YouTube? Okay, I'll have to look that over later. I might know what he's. I might know the unit he's talking about. Maybe. I'd have to look. I know nothing about the Q&A beyond that there was one, and I was in a different stream when someone joined and said it had been happening. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I knew about it, kind of, but I didn't realize when it was happening. That's the big thing, is like I did not realize when it was happening. I'll read over the Q&A or the developer's answers in my own time. We won't worry about it here. Not right now. Besides, it's for anyone can see it. I'm pretty sure it's in the Total War channel. Do we have any news on Collector Edition yet? Are there any? Huh, okay. That's interesting to know.
What?
One of the questions was, are the new Chaos factions able to recruit legendary lords from the Chaos Warriors DLC? And the answer is no, at least not for Warhammer 3 release.
So there's probably going to be still going to be a Warrior of Chaos faction then.
Yeah. Because the Warriors are Chaos or Chaos Unbound or whatever they're called.
And there might be a place between Be'lakor and Archaon. Like each being the arch nemesis of the other.
There is, technically. That's why there's called the Slaves of Darkness and Age of Sigmar. They're not bound to any specific god.
I had a feeling. Well, technically, when they created Be'lakor, everyone put their whole powers inside of him. That's why they've not been doing that anymore afterwards.
Oh yeah, he was too strong.
Yeah.
Be'lakor's still a threat.
And Archaon had to do that whole quest thingy.
Yeah, Archaon proved his worth.
You had to gather the whole whatchamacallit artifacts.
That's about right. But he proved he also just straight up was strong in general. Chaos Undivided, thank you. That's what it was called. Yeah, Chaos Undivided is a thing, so. Ah, crap. That piece fell off. Not good. Right. Keep it like that, because I hate having to try to clean up these parts right here. Just because they're so delicate. Glad I didn't invite Kazakhstan. They just gone to war with counts of their own choice. Yeah, works out. They typically will declare war on them, just when it's a matter of the true question. What was that, Ramus?
Seems legit.
Yeah. It's not uncommon for them to declare war on them. Not at all. That's unfortunate. Just read because someone asked, was there going to be any announcements at E3 this weekend? Apparently not.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they already said.
Yeah, unfortunate. Unfortunate. I know the AI gets corruption, spread
but
boosts.
Still, it's very weird for the PC gaming show for them not to have something prepared. I mean,
they've been doing a lot of little like teasers here and there, so I don't know.
yeah, but it's the event is a publicity.
I don't know. Maybe they have something and they couldn't get a spot. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how the whole thing works with E3. Maybe the spots were already taken up or something, or they just got outbid for a spot. Because I doubt they didn't just not want to get publicity.
They might not have something new ready.
Who knows? All I know is I'm just waiting at this point. Waiting just for whatever, essentially. Nothing in particular, just put everything in at the same time. That makes sense. Homeowner just came home, so just being slightly quiet in case the dogs do something. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to put up later a note saying that this was the song played as well. Just claiming it. Wait, I didn't read this. I know the AI gets corruption spread bonus, but I swear the AI spread your corruption types do it much slower, especially if you can embed them. I don't know. I do not know anything about that, to be fair.
Didn't pay any attention to that, to be honest.
It's not something I typically pay attention to anyways, because corruption, like, it's gonna be there no matter what I do. Like, unless I'm gonna...
It's more about the penalty that you get on the city itself, not really anything else.
Yeah.
Because other than that, the corruption can be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, as long as you keep your public order high, you're fine. I also keep forgetting that the public order being high can reduce cost on recruitment and stuff like that. Or at the very least increase the amount of growth you get. And also decrease it if it's low, though. There's that.
Yeah, because even if you get rid of corruption, you still get that small debuff on it if you click it down below.
Yep.
And you can see it there.
That's best it's gonna get. Excuse me. Just got Vlad's trade for Carl now to get Isabella, and I can wipe them out. Yeah. It's really nice to have those. It is really nice to have those in general. Vlad's not so much if you're doing a one-man doom stack, but whatever.
Well, it's still good to have.
I mean, it's nice. But you also have to remember you have a limit on how many trades you can get. I'm really hoping that they don't limit it more in the next game. I want one-man doom stacks to still be a thing.
Well, they are fun.
Yeah, exactly. I love doing them.
My personal favorite one was Arkan. I had some epic fights with him.
I can't remember the last time I did. Like, technically a one-man doom stack. I did one with Ikeclaw, but that technically wasn't a one-man doom stack because I had other units there. But...
And a couple had a Vlad one, which is pretty good.
Vlad is the most capable of doing it, that's for certain.
Yeah, and he's a small unit, and that actually helps a lot in these cases.
Yeah, plus also just straight up, like... He's just really strong in general.
I didn't miss the Monday one, which was surprisingly good.
I'm not surprised just because casters, but...
Yeah. I think I was with you when I was doing that one, and I had that comet that killed like 2000 Skaven. Well, they were Skaven, of course, but still counts.
Yeah. I didn't watch the one because I was like, it doesn't matter that much. By the way, I actually haven't watched that video for Legend about the Mercy's White Lion stack or whatever.
It was okay. But,
well, what made it special? Because if I remember right, Legends covered the White Lions before.
Lots of heroes that gave them a lot of resistances, mostly.
Let's see. I'd like to get if they A, got rid of trait limit, and B, improved the weaker or more pointless defeat traits. Yeah. Like, Manfred's useless. Completely fucking useless. Because by the time you're getting...
Because if you go to Manfred, you kind of wipe out the vampires.
Exactly. That's the whole thought process for me right now. It's just like... There's zero reason for this. Because, like, if I'm defeating Manfred, I'm at the point where I'm probably about to take out the vampires anyways. Or I will really soon.
Because definitely Manfred is going to have their most powerful army.
Yeah, and then you get a garbage defeat trait from it. I'm like...
You should have had something tied with magic, more winds or more something.
That would have been nice. That would be nice. He is the better caster of between Vlad and him.
Yeah.
Like, Vlad's a good caster, just...
Yeah, but Manfred actually scoured the world.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's enough stuff that gives magic. I think there's only like, what, 2 or 3 lords that do anything with magic at all?
I think that gives you like 10 wins.
I think it was like 10 reserves or something like that, or 10 starting magic or something like that. And then Techless gives you just straight up 15 wins in general.
Yeah.
All I could think of off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, but compared with the wins of magic you obtain for your own heroes, that's like...
I mean,
it's good to have over there.
I mean,
No.
it's not bad to have if you're like high elves because you can't get knowledgeable lords. Like, you know I'm right.
Yeah, but still, the whole thing is that you get casters. And you can level them up, and each caster will give you 15 wins.
Yeah, I know. Still.
At minimum, and you can get some followers that give you a bit more.
Yeah, I know. Medford's trait is even greater when playing vampires. Yeah. Yeah, they really need to give him a better trait.
And honestly, it's more important to have good lords rather than knowledgeable, because knowledgeable only gives you 5 wins.
Yeah, but it stacks, so.
Yeah, but still, I would take cunning if I was that, or disciplined if I...
No one said keep them, just recruit them.
Yeah, for the lords, but for the heroes, I mean.
Knowledgeable still not a...
Lords, yeah, lords, you're totally right. You just hire them, dismiss them, bye.
I mean, it's a little unfortunate to have knowledgeable, but at the same time, it's still a really fucking good trait.
Scroll, like, can piss out winds of magic.
Oh yeah, he's Skrulk.
Yeah, but no, because of the Skaven thing, that
No, I know.
makes their heroes go up, and you can actually recruit a lord.
And that's even better about Lord Skrulk too, is because he can make Plague Priest cheap, like as fuck. Makes him even better.
Plus the whole trait of the building itself that hires the priests.
Yeah, plus then Skrulk himself also boosts the hero recruit rank as well.
Yeah, and you can get them up to Winds
20
of Magic.
Yeah, it's 20
directly.
real quick. Yep.
And you just put those in, you select the Winds of Magic one, and then you can dismiss them. Bye bye.
I mean,
Winds of Magic.
immortal, but yeah.
Yeah, naturally.
Let's see. Only 5 lords give trade that have something to do with winds of magic, increasing or decreasing them. Who decreases? I don't think there's one that decreases, is there?
Yeah, there are.
Who? I can't think of one right now.
I got that one quite recently in a campaign, but I don't remember where exactly.
Because I know it's not any of the greenskins. Lizardman, I'm pretty sure it isn't. That's another one that needs another trait as well, by the way. Mazdamundi. This is another one that's garbage. Mazdamundi really needs a different trait.
I mean, even tic-tac-toes is better.
Yeah, tic-tac-toes is actually really fucking good.
Wait, movement speed to 110.
What's up?
How much was it?
What? Movement? Campaign movement?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10.
10.
Which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Raze, how you doing, man?
Plus, if you fight really far away from your capital, get another 10, and it all stacks up.
Yeah, the campaigner plus also like this just straight up 10 that get from tic-tac-toe. 20% right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, and then if you're playing someone like, you know, Vlad that gives a faction-wide effect of 10% more, that's 30. That's really nice, actually.
Yep.
I wish the Empire had a Sigmar summon like Britannia had the Green Knight. Yeah, but the Green Knight's not a god. The Green Knight's just a spirit. Sigmar is a god. So it also decreases the enemy's starting wins. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Actually, typically by the time I can get this Elastra anyways, she's dead. She does not stay alive very easily.
That's why I know my Mazda Monday campaign. Now it makes sense.
Croak needs a defeat trait?
Yeah, like 100 winds of magic.
That's way too much.
Doesn't matter, shut up. It's
I don't
okay.
know. I don't know.
It's good.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about legendary heroes having them or not.
Well, not all of them, just someone like Scroll Course, stuff like that.
Well, heroes, not lords.
Oh.
I don't know how I would feel about heroes having them too. Specifically, legendary heroes.
Maybe for them, yeah. I wouldn't mind.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Let's see. I read that already. Sigmar's stuck in the winds of heaven because of Zinch. Really? Huh. Well, he must have got out because he's not in Age of Sigmar. Anyways, not so much Sigmar, that would be ridiculous, but like the embodiment of him. I mean, technically that happens in the end times. Because doesn't he like possess Carl Franz's body or whatever?
Sigmar, yeah. He took over Carl.
Because Carl died or something like that, and then he got brought back to life because of Sigmar. But only because he possessed him. The funny question is, like, did anyone know that he got possessed that way?
Yeah, he was dead. Carl died, actually.
Well, I knew that. But it makes me wonder, it's like, how'd they know it was Sigmar, I guess?
I don't know. The huge ass power. I'm guessing because it clearly France could not have that power.
Well, yeah. I mean, technically, Chaos could have revived them. Technically.
Yeah, well, lore-wise, Carl is quite a good guy. And
Well,
quite accomplished.
Well, I'm not denying
He
that.
He just sucks in Total War.
Well, I know he's a good guy. My point is, like, technically Chaos could have actually revived him. It's not impossible. It's really hard, but it's not impossible. Green Knight's Gilles de Le Breton. He took his helmet off in the end times. Wait, really? Like in the end times when there were like 3 embodiments of Sigmar? Huh, interesting. I did not know. Is Volton, if that works as Empire's Green Knight-like character? I guess, I don't know. I do not know a lot of lore, my friends, so... I know some, but not a lot. Who was the other guy who thought he... I do not know what the rest of that says. At least, like, not sure what I'm reading.
What?
I don't know. Something's Ray's is saying. I know the part about that, that's Fulton, but not sure what the hell that means. For the... I'm very confused. Alright, that's done. Next. See if I can't. do this without bending the fucking shoulder pad. Or not shoulder pad, but the strap. The shoulder strap or whatever. I don't know. Not even really a strap, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't know how to put it. Wait. Had a pretty cool end in the end times, leading the remaining Knights of Britannia in a massive cavalry charge alongside Abarash and his Blood Knights to try to save Britannia. Sounds like Britannia got fucked.
Well, Britannia and the Wood Elves were actually an experiment.
Wait, who were those experiments? Wood Elves and who?
And Britannia.
How are they experiments?
Oh, it was all a scheme by Lilith to create its own realm because the Wood Elf, the Elf Goddess, and the Lady are actually the same person.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that once before.
But in the end time, she actually wanted to create her own realm using power of blah blah blah, something, I don't know exactly.
I don't know if Lilith's still around in Age of Sigmar, but I don't know a lot about the whole that kind of thing. For effectively the elves and wood elves.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Age of Sigmar. I don't know much lore about it.
I know literally nothing about Lilith other than what you've mentioned. Fantasy got fucked in the end times. Britannia wasn't special in that regard. Well, I knew that. I knew things got fucked in the end times, but like, I didn't realize their whole faction was destroyed.
Well, the thing is, the Order Tide actually had a chance to win if it wasn't for fucking Manfred.
Well, yeah, I knew that. Manfred, they were doing a ritual or whatever to increase the Vortex's power or something like that, and then Manfred backstabbed one of them, and it caused the whole ceremony or the whole thing to backfire on them, or something along that lines.
Basically, Manfred's a bitch.
I knew that. I enjoyed playing him as a vet in Total War, but
yeah.
I know he's an asshole.
Well, a lot of the lords we're playing are fucking assholes and maniacs and murderers.
Who are?
Psychopaths.
No, wait. Repeat what you said for the first part.
A lot of the lords we are playing in this game,
yeah,
are like that. Doesn't mean it's not fun to play them. It's just lore discussion.
Yeah. I don't know a lot about Gelt as far as lore goes, also.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool.
I'm making my way through Gonskos at the moment. I would definitely recommend a Warhammer 40k intro. For what? The whole end times can be summed up as good guys are infighting morons, chaos are plot armor to the extreme, and Skaven are responsible for fucking over everything that Manfred didn't. I mean, that's the whole point of Skaven. Also, the council got what was coming to them, to be fair. The Great Horned Rat just yeeted them into space, essentially. A dimension of their own, and they merged into one big rat. Really big rat. But they also couldn't essentially disobey the Great Horned Rat anymore. Gelt nearly saved the entire world. Wait, how? What did he do? What did Gelt do? Let's see. The Order factions were trying to stop a third Chaos Rift from opening and swallowing the world, and Manfred decided he hadn't been an absolute I have no clue what that's supposed to be, but for 5 seconds and stabbed Gelt in the back. So was Gelt doing the ritual? I thought it was Heckless for some reason. Whatever. But essentially, Gelt was the one that was trying to stop the rift from opening. Fair enough. And Manfred backstabbed Gelt, and that's how Gelt died, I assume, then.
He built some really good walls against Manfred.
He did what?
He built some really good walls against Manfred during some provinces that kept the undead out.
Fair enough. Love the Lizardmen's. Excuse me. Love the Lizardmen and the End Times. And End Times, by the way. Great Plan fails, and their first thought, the oldest anti-chaos race on the planet was, fuck this shit, we're out. Yeah, pretty much. That is correct. They became space lizards.
I mean, and Gelt's ending was kind of interesting.
How so?
Well, to save some people, he had to use another lore of magic that wasn't really allowed, necromancy. And after that he fled and became Vlad's apprentice.
Wait, he became Vlad's apprentice?
Yeah.
The hell?
And he came back and did some other stuff.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So
He saved France at one point during the end times, I think.
I'm kind of wondering, like, how long the span of the end times went.
I'm not sure. I don't know it perfectly, to be honest. I know tidbits here and there, but
the word I can't. Forgers are played as the A and can't. Nah. Fair enough. Manfred is a bit of an asshole, I won't deny that. More like I can't deny it.
no one's going to deny that fact.
Yeah, no, you can't. It's impossible to deny it. Manfred's a backstabbing asshole. Can't even try to deny it.
Okay, I'm off to sleep. Have fun.
Yeah, no worries. I'm actually going to probably be ending here in a second, actually. Just reading some stuff, that's all. But yeah. Alright, have a good night. End Times revealed that Volkmar is a direct descendant of Sigmar and is the rightful ruler of the Empire. Yeah, I remember actually reading that before, actually. I remember. It was a while ago, but I remember hearing about it. So yeah. Alright, but like I said, I'm actually going to go ahead and end it here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and end here. We'll be continuing on tomorrow with some more hobby stuff. Saturday will not be a stream because of tournaments, so I will not be here on Saturday. Unlike last time, I will try to make sure I get a video up. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, tomorrow will be, like I said, more hobby. Maybe go longer tomorrow. I don't know. It just depends. But with that being said, I will probably work some more on my Graveguard tonight. Hopefully, maybe get them done tonight if I can help it. If I can't, we'll work on them tomorrow, and I will focus solely tomorrow on building stuff and such like that. Anyways, that being said, thank you all very much for joining me here. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for all your support, and thank you for joining me in the gaming time. Thanks for watching.